Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Srila Prabhupada said, those who have given their life for Krishna should be taken care of at the end. So, for myself, I am very near now the end, as so many of my friends and so many of you, your friends, we have joined so young, and now already so many of our friends departed already. So, you see, I have not been taken care of yet. I think maybe they will put me a little place in Mayapur, under the earth, you know, my ashes. They will take care that way, maybe. But this is not the care that Srila Prabhupada was talking about. So, I have great pleasure to tell all my nice memories with Srila Prabhupada. It is on videos, not yet finished, so many nice, more to come. And today, I will start with no pleasure. The story, the true story of Chitra Devi, Prabhu, who immolated herself on a stalk in New Mayapur. So I feel it is my duty to tell the true story, because somehow Krishna made me witness. You will see. So many lies around the departure, why, etc. You will see. So you will take a few videos. So now I have put some notes to try to remember. This is a tragedy, and it is very important that we know our history, you see, so that we can go on with the nice things, so many nice things, good things we are doing in ISKCON, still with love for Srila Prabhupada, but so many bad things also. So it's the part of our history, we should not hide it. No hiding, no secret, not even secret meeting, Srila Prabhupada said. So it is not a day of joy that I am starting this video, because so many emotions come to me. So much trouble we got to defend the truth. That's how actually I get banished, and 2 other devotees with me, about Chitra Devi, that our GBC, you know, did not take the care that he should have done, because after she left, that was where the the new Mayapur, increase all the craziness which was going on there. So, about Chitra Devi now. Let's glorify the memory of Chitra Devi. So many years seva, about 20 years, in New Mayapur, without fail. Pujari, Tulsi Devi. She was getting little donation. She saved up to, I think, 3,000 euros. It was so much her dream to give a very nice house, Tulasi house. But there also, the president did not want to. She was so disturbed by that. She was over 60. And she became sick. She got the Parkinson disease. She was a very austere lady, you know, dressed in white, short hair. Around 3:30 in the morning, you will see her circumambulating the castle, the temple, chanting her rounds. She had very little need, very little eating, very little sleeping, very, you know, not so much speaking like this. Okay, maybe a little bit introverted, but nothing to disturb. It was a very nice presence, actually. You know, it's very nice to have devotees who stay in temple for so many years, do always the same seva, especially Pujari. She was not paid. Okay. So, sometime before, as her disease was, she could not dress the big deities anymore. She was a little shaking, you know. But still, she was dressing the small deities. And after that, at least she was making little garlands, you know. She always wanted to serve, and she was taking care of Tulasi. She was a great devotee of Tulasi Devi. So, one day, she told my best friend that the president told him, you know, Chitra Devi, she doesn't speak good French. Wow. After 20 years, he realized that she doesn't speak good French. Better she goes to Spain. You know, like all cows, no more milk, useless, get out. No mercy. She also was telling him that she doesn't do so good her service now, she's weak, etc., etc. Actually, she was in a phase that, you know, our doctors, they always are in fear. So he told her, you know, this is the last phase. But actually, actually we get information. There is no case of suicide known at this day of people who have Parkinson's disease. Some of them die very late, even, you know. So, but she was feeling very lonely. Already getting old, we feel a little not at ease, that we maybe are a burden. You know, so many things. We feel we are a little fragile, more emotional, like this, feel sad sometimes, little lonely. No one like to face, old face, you know, and like that. So, one day she went to Gopaswami Prabhu. Gopaswami is a French devotee, Srila Prabhupada's disciple, and is a doctor, a qualified doctor. Unfortunately, this devotee doesn't like to have sick people on the land. Like myself, he told me you should not sleep. Before I got kicked out totally, banished. He told me, you know, it's not good you are living here, you sleep here because you have some diabetes. You could have maybe a coma. It's at 50, from the age of 50 I have diabetes, never coma, and I'm 76 yesterday. So, like that, he tell so many old devotees. There is, I think, 1 or 2 old devotees in Mayapur. 90 hectares, big castle, empty. So, she told Gopaswami, Prabhu, please go and ask to all the devotees of New Mayapur forgiveness on my behalf of any offenses I have made. So, at least one devotee, Rupanuga Prabhu, not a doctor, you know, but a sweetheart still. He told the doctor, Gopaswami, I said the doctor Gopaswami because his guru name is Doc Gopaswami. So, don't you think, Gopaswami, that Chitra Devi may commit suicide? Hare Krishna.